Right, let's dive in. What is Zoho CRM? And let's talk about pricing. This is the free version and it is free, but we're going to talk about it. So CRM, this is customer relationship management. This is managing your better interactions with your customer, tracking emails, tracking conversations, meetings, being in a better place to give them a better service and give your salespeople fingertip information that they can just speed them up, that will help them. I'm going to explain that as we go through and you're going to see the benefits of using it. Pricing, we go quickly. If you come down here, because we know it's the free version, we're just going to see that Zoho CRM is free for 3 users. It used to be a lot easier to say when it were 10 users, but it is free for 3 users, right? This is this version. Obviously, there's upgrades you can get, and I recommend that anybody looking at enterprise level should go and check out z1trial.com. Go and check out Zoho One, and in particularly, if I spell it right, z1trial.com. And I've got the information there for if you're going to pay and if you're going to go to enterprise level, you get all 40 Zoho apps for £1 a day, for less than it actually would cost for Zoho CRM Enterprise. So if you're thinking about paying, go check out Zoho One, right? But for the free version, you're going to get leads, contacts, accounts, deals, tasks and events, and the CRM views. Obviously, a lot of things are going to be scrubbed out. Advanced filters, page customization, you'll be able to rename things, 5 modules working, 50 emails a day, notifications per day, 150 emails a day, whichever is lower. Standard reports, so you're not going to be able to customize reports, you're not going to be able to customize the CRM very much, but for a free CRM, you're going to get everything you need to get started, and it is very easy to upgrade later, right? So if you want to check out pricing and then go, you have to, just for the free version, you do have to click that see all features. They don't advertise the free version a lot. Right, let's take our first look around a CRM, customer relationship management. Let's see what the free version can do. You'll be able to see your version if you're working with your company or something. You can see what version you're on up in the corner here. This is the free version. I'm going to go through all the tabs and then I'll go through them individually and explain them more of the features in depth, right? So our homepage, we can set this up to be whatever we want. Obviously, you can see your deals, any tasks you've got, any meetings, any activity. This is basically your home quick look dashboard that you can edit and move around however you want. Leads, these are effectively how I look at leads, are people that have done nothing with your company before. Let me turn my email off and my WhatsApp. Leads are possible people of interest, possible business in the future. Somebody's mentioned something, you're going to type in a lead. I'm going to go through it in a minute and show you how to convert a lead to a contact. So generally leads are people you've never done any business with. And then we're going to convert them in to a contact, which is the person you're going to be talking to, and accounts. Generally the accounts are the people who pay the bill. So if you're doing B2B or B2C, sometimes if you're B2C, then the contact and the account will be the same person. So Mrs. Smith, I work with security companies. It's easier for me to explain for a security company. Mrs. Smith wants a new burglar alarm. She will be both the contact and the account, but it's converted from the lead. I'm going to explain it, don't worry. If it's the business, obviously, we need a new fire alarm at the Grove pub near us. The contact is the landlord, but the account is the pub or the people, the brewery, whoever's going to pay the bill. So in here, we can keep our contacts, we can keep track of all information, and at one fingertip, we've got their email address, their phone call, and their history. And as I say, I'm going to go through it, don't worry, I'm going to go more in depth. I just want to fly through these tabs. Accounts, the businesses that pay the money. Deals, this is your main area of your CRM. The pipeline, however you set it up, to get people from signed up, needs analysis, to getting a quote out the door, to moving them all the way across your pipeline into job done, or deal lost, right? Every deal you do has got to go either deal won or deal lost. That's the job of any salesman, right? Salesperson. I'm not supposed to say that, right? And then obviously you can jump in and you can edit deals, you can write notes, you can send emails, you can keep track of information, you can talk to people in your business about this deal, and many other things within the CRM. Activities, this is where you're looking at what meetings have I got on. Obviously you see your customers, your open deals, your contacts, but if you've got anything that you need to jump onto, you've got a phone call coming up, you've got a meeting, you're going to, this is where you can add tasks for them. But the beauty with Zoho is that you can do all these things from nearly every page. There's lots of different places to add things, to add parts to this sales pipeline. And it will become apparent in a second. Reports, obviously you're going to have standard reports on the free version, but this is where you're going to see all your data, all your information in standard reports that you want to see weekly, monthly, daily. How many phone calls, how many leads, how many closed leads, basic reports that you need and get. Feeds, it's a little bit like your Facebook page, where you can dive in and say, hello, going to Mrs. Smith's, anybody work there? And you can post it. You can say, I've got a deal on. Has anybody got any information on this? Has anybody got a sales document on that? How much is that new camera system? Anything you want to put in the feeds. And as things happen, as you close deals, as you work through your deals, other people will be able to see, close the deal and congratulate you and things like that. Campaigns. This is, if you've got the easiest way to explain the campaigns is how you're getting leads into your system that then become deals and then you make money. So, for instance, if you take a phone call and customer says, "Oh, can I have a new burglar alarm?" and you say, "Oh, that's great, but we'll come and see you. Do you mind asking us where you heard us from? I've got your number out the Yellow Pages." So a campaign might be paying the Yellow Pages £500 a year to put your name in the Yellow Pages. I'm not sure if it even still goes. And then every time you get a deal, you can tag it to that campaign. So it might be a Facebook ad, it might be a Google ad, it might be some sort of advertising program that you've got. That every time you go through a deal, if you win the deal, you can say that advert has cost me £10,000, but we've got £200,000 worth of work through it. And that's the easiest way to explain campaigns. Documents, obviously there's useful documents that you want to get everybody to be able to get access to. So if you've got some sort of sales document or signature, something you need, signed documents, stuff like that you've got to send out to customers before they can sign off on jobs and things like that. You're going to keep all your documents in one place. Visits, I'm not sure if visits works in the free version. Visitor tracking, you can obviously put on your website and add the data. Generate more leads. It's not very well presented, that, is it? I haven't looked into visits a lot, but there's obviously a way you can put you can put some code on your website that sees on the information on the contact how many times they've been to your website and what they've clicked on and where they've come from, right? Right, let's take a step-by-step look at exactly how this is going to work. Let's put in a lead, a sample lead, and move them all the way through your pipeline. So we're going to go straight to leads, and we're going to add. Now, however it is set up, you can set it up so a website, an email creates a lead. Facebook, you can link to Facebook to create a lead. However, generating the lead is a little bit more of a video. But what we're going to do is we're going to add a lead. So there's multiple ways of doing it. You can just go up to the top here, add a lead. You can go up to the top here, add lead. You can do it on the mobile app, which I'll show you later. And I'm going to say, what should we do? Let's do the corner. Let's do the chip shop. The chip shop needs a new fire alarm, right? My mate, Craig, has just said to me, "Oh, I were in chip shop the other day, and they were talking about they need a new fire alarm, somewhat long range fire alarm. They need one quite urgently. I mentioned your name. So now you're like, okay, so it's Golden Cod. Company is Golden Cod. So I'm going to put in add a lead, right? I don't know a lot of information at this time. Golden Cod chip shop, right? I don't know the name, but I'm going to put. So for the last name, it's probably not a good idea, but I'm going to put chip shop owner. I don't know his name, right? My mates just said they need a fire alarm. Email, I don't know. Title, I don't know. Phone number, I don't know. This is pretty much, I don't know any of this. You could put in lead source and say it's a referral. Is it a referral search engine? Employee referral, external referral. So if it's depends whether Craig works for us or not, doesn't it? Internal, external, but you can put where it came from. All sorts of there's a lot of fields and files here that you can use or not use. And needs in the description needs a new fire alarm urgent, right? That's it. That's all you know at this point. And it'll just sit there, chip shop owner, Golden Cod chip shop, and you're going to sit there and it's going to go into your leads. Now it's up to you how much you have prioritized that or not, right? So lead source, cold call. How is this set up? This is oh, let me refresh that. So, but you are sat there thinking, I've got all these leads to go through, and I've got to clear them out. How important is that other one? Which is, this is it's kind of in a weird order. The sample data. You'd want the latest leads first, or would you? I mean, it's up to you how you set it up. We can change these tables. We can change this columns, and add created time. And you might want to put created time at the top. You might want to put probability, which is what we're going to talk about in a minute. Oh, that's in the deals, I think. Unsubscribed. So we might put that time, and then we might sort to this, to descending. So it's the newest first, and there it is. So basically, you've got a list of deals that you need to get through, and I go, right, I've got to get back to that chip shop owner. So I'm going to go and do my research, find out his name is Dave Smith, right? So I'm going to edit the information, show detail, right? Company, last name we now know is Smith. Oh, click edit up here. It's the easiest way. Mr. Dave Smith. Email is Dave S@chipshop.com. Title, owner. Phone number, whatever it is. Mobile, whatever it is. And obviously your company data, you need to say what needs to be added to your leads. What information here is important. Dropping other things off, like, number of employees, Skype ID. Depends on your business. You can just remove these things off there so that you don't have hundreds of things to fill out. You have only a certain amount of settings. 123 High Street. Donny. DN56 UT, whatever it might be. Country, because obviously if you're only ever doing work in your local area, you don't need country and province and Twitter names you might not be interested in. But you can add information. The more information you've got, the better. So now we've created a lead. We've got a bit more information, and we need to find out if this person's interested, right? So we're going to phone this person. On the app, you can just phone them straight away. And we're going to add an activity, right? Call. Or meeting. It depends on what you call it. I'm going to call, because you might actually just phone them. You can actually track the phone call after it's done. So you can say initial call. I've called him and prospecting. We're basically working out if they want it. You can obviously change these statuses to how your business runs as well. But we're just going to prospect related to, there is no account and there is no call type on the free version. On the account, you would be if it was in a contact, but in a lead, you don't have an account because you haven't converted it to an account yet, right? So I've made the call. When did I do the call? If you want to go through all this, let's do 5 p.m. 5 p.m. How long did it last? 30 minutes. And information called to see about fire alarm. Interested. Wants to go further, right? So that's all we really need. Interested. There you go. Interested. So we've took a call, and now we've started the activity between us and this contact, this lead. And now what we need to do is convert it into a contact and an account. There's a debate here that people don't want to make them an account until they've sold stuff, but you cannot tag a deal, which is what we're going for, to a lead. You can't add a deal. What you've got to do is convert it into a contact and an account, and then you can create deals. So there is a debate. Is it a contact before they've actually paid anything with you? I think it is. I think once that person's agreed and interested in speaking to you, they've become a contact, whether they buy anything off you or not, right? Right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to convert into an account and a contact, right? So at the top of the screen, Dave Smith says he wants further contact and he wants to know about having his fire alarm done. So up the top here, we're going to convert. It's going to say create a new account, which is going to be the Cold and Cod Chip Shop. This can be edited later. None of this is set in stone. Dave Smith is the new contact name. And do you want to, at this point, create a new deal? We do, because we know it's a fire alarm that he's interested in. So we're going to create a new deal. An amount. What do we think this isn't a specific amount. At the moment it's time, you just think, oh, he's going to want a so-and-so alarm. He's going to want a so-and-so product. I think it's going to be a £2,000 job. So it's just going to put this pricing into your pipeline. It's going to edit as you go further. Golden Cob Chip Shop. You might put fire alarm. Depends how you'll process your deal names. You might be customer name first, or you might want to do a capitals for the product. But you need a deal name. Fire alarm. You could just put fire alarm, new fire alarm, upgrade fire alarm, whatever it might be in your deal name. How long are you going to give yourself to close the deal? Well, we know this is quite urgent, so we're going to give ourselves till end of next week. Stage. Still in qualification. Again, it's how you want to use these stage names. I would recommend changing them to things that make sense to you. You know, customer research, meeting, quote sent, proposals sent, negotiation, close won, close lost. So if these wordings don't make sense to you, you can change the wording, right? So we're going to put need analysis for this, right? It's probably a value proposition, really. Contact role, it is the decision maker. This is the person in charge. And a campaign source, there wasn't one, but if it was a Yellow Pages or a Facebook ad or something that you've paid into, you could put a campaign source. Who is the owner? If you've got more than one, you can change it, and then we're going to convert. That now means we've got an account, Golden Cod account. We've got a contact. The contact is set up, and we've got a fire alarm deal that we're going to go into as well. So let's just jump in and have a look a little bit more at the contact and the contact information of that person. So we can see now, we can see the timeline of anything that's happened between me and this person. A general overview, fire alarm, contact information, date of birth. Depends what you need to know, right? What I really like is on the call or on any interaction, going to the notes and saying, wife called Mary, kids 12 and 10 by Luke and Sarah. Luke into hockey. Sarah is a soccer player. And whatever information, private information that they've shared, that next time you can say, next time you phone up, in your contact here, your information, if it's you or somebody else, how cool is it when you go, oh, how's your wife Mary doing? Is she still working at so-and-so? Or how are the kids doing? Are they still playing hockey? And stuff like that. So you're going to add them to the information, and anything else in that contact area, you're gonna have at your fingertips now. You've got phone numbers, you've got email addresses. You can add an activity. So this is a place where, again, we can set up a meeting or we can set up a task. Within the contact, you probably wouldn't do it, but what you can see there is the deal. So here we can see the deal, and that's where we would probably. This probably the better way to do it would be if there is a meeting for that deal, then do it on that deal. Then you'll have all the information in one place. Whereas if it's just a proposal that you want to give them a call about, it might be a call about, oh, do you want a fire? Do you want a burglar alarm, or do you want some cameras, or do you want if it's just a genuine meet and greet with a current customer, you don't need to do this in the deal. Is what I'm saying. You can basically task, schedule a meeting, just put in a task or a call, and you can see previous activities. So it's everything's at one place, isn't it? Everything that you've had interactions with this customer is in one place. And right at the top is the deal, and we know this is the most important part of your sales pipeline. Is getting to that deal, clicking on the deal, seeing it in the pipeline, but then being able to jump forward and back through the accounts, the deals, the contacts, and being able to touch that information. So you're nipping out to see Dave. Was it Dave? Dave at the chip shop. Now, just before you go, you're going to quickly jump in. Right, wife, kids, Mary. See that information and then pull up, and you're going for a meeting, right? So let's quickly go from contacts to accounts. Accounts, the same sort of thing. We're going to have the same information, but obviously there might be multiple contacts. So if, for instance, Dave at the chip shop says, oh, can you now go with my manager? You can quickly add a contact, right? So Mr. Joe Blogs. Oh, last name Blogs even. Joe Blogs. Account, we know. Twitter, put information, reporting to, we can put in here, Dave's the boss, and we can add any information, and now we've got 2 accounts to that. So you might have people that work on this account that know Dave Smith, know Joe Blogs, know the customer is a bit of a tire kicker, waste of time. You might put some notes in there saying that. You're going to have the past history of deals. You're going to be able to see what's gone through before. So if you did a deal for them 3 years ago that lost, was the fire alarm that lost, you can at least go back and maybe see some information. But you can see all activity, anything that's happened between that that account and all its contacts in one place. So obviously you're going to see, in the free version, you're not going to see bills and things like that, but you could on a paid version see any quotes going out, any interactions. But the free version's a little bit more limited, but you get that this is the company that pays the bills. It's pretty much every module, you get the gist of now. There's different places to get to different functions that you need. You want to add a deal, you can go here. You want to open an activity, you can do a task, a meeting, a call. You can't send an email. And up here, you can also do the same thing. So it's the same thing as contacts with a little bit less information in theory, but this is a business now anyway. Let's look at that deal and let's move it through the pipeline, which is the whole point of the CRM. Getting your deals from the opening stages, qualification, all the way through to a negotiation and send. So now we're going to look at our stage pipeline, or in deals, we can look at it as a list instead. Set it up as you want. Set it up for filtering to the most probable, the highest expensive, the cheaper the job, closing dates. You can set this up however your system works. But a lot of people like this Kanban sort of looking display. And again, you can edit it for information. But we're going to see start of the pipeline, the qualification, only 10% chance of getting these jobs done. But as you move your job through, you will see the probability go up, which can be set in the back end as well. And you can edit your value. But in each stage, this is your sales pipeline. There's 250 grand here, 100 grand here, 70 grand. And you can go through and see which of your deals you need to get done. But we're talking about this one, right? Because we're talking about this one, moving this one now. We've gone for a meeting and we're going to send a proposal. So we're going to move it all the way through. In fact, we'll go to value proposition. We'll go here. Because then we're going to send, we haven't sent a quote yet. So we're going to go here and we've moved the stage. So when we click into the deal, if I click properly, same sort of format, but we can see this is the pipeline at the top. I can't drag that across. I can do this right. So I know I've gone from qualification to analysis to value proposition. And again, rename these things to what makes sense for your business. If you call them this, that's great. But if you don't, change it. Need to do quote sent, quote review, whatever it might be that makes sense to you, do it, or get to know these. So we've got this probability and the stage which mirrors up here. We know the probability will go up as we get closer to this elusive closed won or closed lost. We see the contact person, we see the stage history of the dates again. Any notes on the job, anything that we need to be wary of. Old system is a FX 250 or 230 something. Needs upgrading. And any other information on that deal, right? Any documents you want to save, any attachments. If you want to send a quote out, you could attach your quote here, so you upload a quote. But you're going to get to a point where you do your quote, you're going to set your meeting, and you're going to move across to proposal quote. Right, so we're going to move it now into we're doing the quote. We are getting all the information, getting the pricing, getting more quotes in from if you need third parties. We're putting the information in there, and we send the quote. And again, we can just click up at the top. Or we can go back to deals where we are here. So now we've gone all the way across the pipeline and we are into review. Finally, you're going to schedule that task to say, we're coming up to that closing date. Let's schedule a call. So I've sent my negotiation out. I've sent my price out. And I'm going to schedule a call. Yes or no. I don't know what you call it. I get my brain freezes when I do these. Call purpose, negotiation. I'm calling to find out, is it a yes or a no? Outbound again. This time we do have the deal tagged and the contact. It doesn't say the company, does it? Call to get a yes or no. And we're going to schedule this call for Friday. What did we say? We gave ourselves to the end of next week to do it. So we're going to do it Friday at 3 p.m. 3 p.m. and save. So we've got an activity which is logged over here. We're going to make the call. We get to that next call. In fact, we get to the activity. We'll see things that we need to do on that day, and it's going to pop up and tell us we need to make a call. Right? We need to get this call done. We'll get a notification on that day. Little bell. Make the call. We make the call, and Golden Cod said yes. It's a closed one. On that day, we save it. The job is done. You go into your process of setting up however you deliver the product, setting up how whatever you whatever happens, whatever you're selling, what's the next stage? The customer has agreed and our deal has gone through the pipeline. If we lose the deal, you've phoned up. What's happened, Dave? You're not having it. Why not? Smart security were cheaper. Or lost on price, right? Whatever it might be. So you're looking for a yes or no. And then you're finished. The deal has now moved out to lost or to won. Let's be a bit more. Let's put it in won, right? And that is the deal and the information. So we know we've gone from lead, creating contacts, creating an account, creating a deal, and we've moved it through to a won status. So I think you're getting the overview that the importance is the lead to contact to deal. Obviously then there's multiple ways that it will keep your productivity up and it will keep letting you know what you've got to do next. You can go to your activities. What do I need to see? What do I need to follow up on? What meetings have I got? And again, you can choose and set and edit and filter and do all sorts with Zoho CRM that get you sorted, to running reports, to finding where possible money is and tunneling in. But really, lead through that pipeline, lead, contact, and then becoming a deal is really priority. Taking it off a spreadsheet and putting it on to a database where you can really work and speed yourself up, you know. Right, let's have a quick look at the mobile app as well, because that's a big part of it. You obviously want all this data on the go. So you get the app, it's easy in the App Store. Quick to install, you log in, I already have. I don't want to share my password. And just like the main computer app, the main platform, you can jump around on the app itself. So your home feed, again, however you want to set it up, you've got your meetings coming up, you've got anything in the future happening, you've got any tasks that you've got to get through, any calls that you need to do or follow up on. Here's that initial call that you can schedule. You can just straight out phone them. There's a phone button at the bottom. You can email them from your phone. Any feeds, anything else happening, if somebody else in the company's made a sale, you can leave a comment or say something. You can add a comment to your own work. All your leads. So we know these are people we need to contact and somehow convert them into a customer, or at least get to a point where they want to interact with you more. So again, you can make the phone call, make the initial task, and then convert at the top there. Convert them just like you did on a computer. Contacts, all the contacts. If we do, what was it, Joe Blogs? There's Joe Blogs in the chip shop. If we type in COD, I'm not sure if it yet. There's Golden COD chip shop, the account, and there's Dave Smith. There's the deal that's been won. We can go back and cancel that. We can see the deals here. Here's all our open jobs. So when you're out on the road, you're out or you're working from home or you're doing it whatever, sat in the coffee shop, what do I need to do? I need to do something in this deal. I've got a task that I can add. I can add a new task. I've got an attachment. I might be taking a photo. Add a photo. Allow it. Oh, my screen cover. Take the photo. Use the photo. And that adds it to that contact. So that's good to be out on the fly. Attach it. And it'll be there as well. So there's the attachment. So it's pretty much as you would expect. It almost mirrors the web app, the computer app that you use, and everything's getting very familiar into you. Every screen, deal, contact, you start to know where you are, and it's very easy to use. I just want to go through the collaborative sort of way of working as well, because on the free version you get 3 users, so obviously you can have more people working. So it's going to get a little bit confusing, but on my Chrome, I've signed in as Sarah Sales. So I've got another user who's Sarah Sales, right? And then my user here is Paul Nicholson. So 2 different two different logins, and I'm going to show you sort of the things that you can do to collaborate. You want to tag people in things. You want to say, you go to the feed and you say, let's go for this deal, right? So I'm going to go to, what's this? Something I can say. Chris King sample. Chapman, what's this? Morlong Associates, right? And the contact person is Mitsu Tolner, right? I want to go to feeds and say, I've forgotten his name already. What was it? Morlong Associates. I'm going to Morlong Associates. Hello, heading to Morlong Associates today. Any info would help. Anyone work there, right? Anyone work there? Work there. I'm not sure. Can you do art more long? I'm not sure you can. Yeah, no, you can't. Send us direct message. If you want to send a direct message, anyone work there? Post. And now, when I log in and I'm on my page, and I might drop into my feeds, and I'm going to see deleted user. I've deleted. I've somehow deleted the user. It should say Sarah Sales, of course, right? And I would reply, "Hi, Sarah. My wife works there, right? Works there. Give me a shout with what you need." I don't know why that says deleted user. What you need. I've just set this account up though. With what you need. Something like that, right? Or I play squash with a guy. Or something about it. I'm not letting me submit, I don't think, because it's deleted user. I've set it up and done something wrong. Deleted user posted a status. Why? Oh man, every time I do these new ones, there's always something that catches me out. See, it says Sarah Sales there. It doesn't say deleted user, does it? Maybe I haven't activated her account properly. Now it says, now when I go to it says Sarah Sales. It just changed on its own. So anyway, obviously setting up a brand new system, you would be a little bit funkier, but yeah, I play with squash. I don't play squash. With the manager, good guy, I'll pass on your contact or hook you up, whatever you want to do, right? So there's a interactivity to it to get it to work, right? So now you get a notification. Paul Nicholson posted a comment. Yeah, I play squash with the manager. Awesome. Thanks. I don't know if you do that, Paul. No. Oh yeah, Paul Nicholson. Thanks, Paul. I'll give you a call in 10 minutes, if that's okay. Right? So you're not sending loads of emails about, you've started this sort of interactivity on things where you can tag other people. I'm getting emails now for that, right? Even though you're not sending emails. But it'll be an email saying you've got a notification. So Sarah might come in and open this account and go to notes and just drop, show details. Go to notes and do at Paul Nicholson. You worked on this dead deal, closed deal, dead deal. Any tips to get back in there? I don't know what salespeople do really. Thanks. Save. And notification up here. Sarah posted a comment. And it would come through that you've been tagged. Oh, something showed up there, didn't it? But I think you can see there's interactivity between both the sales and the staff. Sarah updated a deal. Sarah, Paul, have you worked on it? Yeah. Oh, come on, see you. Something like that. I believe, depending again how it's set up. So if Sarah cuts a deal, let's go here and pick a big deal. Let's do this one, 250 grand. And I'm going to... Oh, that box is for... I think it's just selecting it. I'm going to drag this all the way through to close one. I'm getting emails saying Sarah mentioned you. Sarah mentioned you. I'm getting an email to say big deal has been created. Sarah's just closed this deal, which is amazing. I'm pretty sure it comes up in feeds, or it used to come up in feeds. There we go. Sarah updated a deal. You know, close one. Awesome job, Sarah. Tag. It would go to her either way. Drinks on us to celebrate. I don't know. Okay, let's say Friday night in pub. That's weird, isn't it? The world's gone mad. You just go drinks on us. We'll go and celebrate and get pissed. You've just closed a 250 grand deal. It's going to keep us in business for the next 3 years. End of week meeting. Great job, right? Something like this. All sorts of interactivity and connection and getting your department closer, making it easier to talk and a bit more fun, isn't it? A bit more fun rather than constant emails directly saying, "Oh, I've just closed the deal," rather than this has gone. Sarah hasn't told anybody she's closed the deal, but then the system tells people, and everybody can congratulate. It's a better team environment, I would have thought. So I hope that was a quick overview. It wasn't a how-to, but a real introduction to the power of Zoho CRM, the free version. The paid versions have a load of customization. They have lots of other things they can do. But the free version's a real cool starting place, and it's easy to upgrade. I recommend anybody to check out Zoho One, z1trial.com for more information. Zoho on for £1 a day gets you all 40 Zoho apps to run your entire business on that enterprise level. It's an unbelievable deal. I think it's great. But the Zoho CRM is really easy to use. It's easy to dive into and ask questions. If you sign up for it, come to pnuk.co/Zoho CRM. Free training on my website. There's a free forum. You can ask questions in the forum, and you can ask in YouTube. I hope this helped. We're going to get into new users next. But any questions, fire away. You know where I am. Thanks for watching.